So I've noticed something which is so easy to implement and so effective at increasing your income that all of the people who I personally know who are making at least 10 times the amount of money I'm making, they abuse this thing every single day without fail. Like literally all the friends who I have who are making at least $100,000 a month at a pretty young age, like making $100,000 a month at the age of 40 is maybe kind of normal. But I'm speaking about people who are doing this in their teens and early 20s. Like all of them have this one thing in common. And logically looking at it, I think it's literally the highest ROI thing you can invest your time and money into if you want to scale your income exponentially fast. And I know this sounds like one of those things like those typical make money online gurus are going to say, I don't have any course or any bullshit product like that to sell you. But yeah, just look at this. Let logic and numbers and common sense do the selling. Like you don't have to trust my words, just look at the data which I'm going to present. Now you might be wondering what exactly is this thing. So I'm going to take like two different examples to illustrate this perfectly, because if I just go into theory, you're kind of going to see like, okay, this makes sense on paper, whatever. But when you see like realistic examples and the numbers behind it, it starts to become much more tangible. And you can perceive that, okay, this is something which might work out for me as well. And then you start getting into it and you actually apply the advice, and then you make more money, then you build goodwill, and later whenever I sell you something, you're much more likely to buy from me because I've basically provided you so much of value for free. So everyone who's watching this video right now, you can be like two types of people. So either you're making some decent money already, you have like some money coming in, like couple $1,000, $10,000, 20,000, something like that, or you're not making money. Like there's only two types of people who can be watching this video. Like you're making decent money or you're not making money. If you're not making money, that is only because you don't have proper marketing and sales figured out. You don't know how to position your offer properly and put it in front of people in a way where they're interested in it. And then you don't have like, either you don't have marketing or sales, or you don't have both. So either you don't know how to market it and position it properly, or you don't know how to convert the people who are showing interest in what you sell into a customer, or you don't have both of these things figured out. So I'm going to take an example of these two types of people in different types of businesses so that it's like universally applicable for everyone. So for person A, like I know most of the people who watch my videos like this sell services, so we have like an example of a agency owner as well, like service based business as well, so you can stick around for that. But I thought like let's just take different examples so it makes sense and I can have like real numbers as well, because SaaS is the thing from which I make most of my income nowadays, not really from services. So let's say person A, he's making like a decent income from SaaS, he's really happy, he does not have to do work, and it's like pure passive income. So this person, for reference, has product-led growth. So in case you're wondering like what is PLG, basically in software you can have two types of growths. So either you have like product-led growth. So I'll give the easiest examples. So let's say you use Plus5 or instantly, like I'll take instantly. People think like people at Plus5 pay me to promote the shit. I just use it and I like it. That's why I tell you to use Plus5. But in like they don't pay me anything. So yeah, you can use like an email sending software. So for example, Instantly is a email sending software meant for sending cold emails. And if you come over here, they give you a free trial on their plans. So what they are trying to do is you sign up for the platform for free and then you try it out. There's like no person actually getting on like a sales call with you and selling you on a yearly plan. You see how the product is, you use it, you love it, and then you convert into a paid customer. So they're basically using a good product to sell you their subscription, that is known as product-led growth. And then you look at something called email bison. Again, email bison, I know it's like, again, a product-led growth because the product is really good, but I'm just giving you an example. Like over here, you cannot actually like sign up for a free trial. You have to like book a call with them and you have to like basically get on a sales call with the representative, and then he's gonna sell you the service. Again, this is not the perfect example because this is again product-led growth kind of in a way, but you get the point. Like either he has like product-led growth, a software company, or they depend on having really good salespeople to sell like software subscriptions on a demo. So yeah, let's take this example over here. He has product-led growth because if you have sales-led growth, you have to get more calls booked in the calendar. If you have product-led growth, you just have to take people to a sign-up page where they can sign in, and they can start using the platform, and then they can like upgrade. So yeah, so he has product-led growth, which means the person is getting free trials. People love the product, and then they buy. Something similar to, let's say, mailboxverifier.com. Like it's a cold email, like email verification platform. You sign up for a free trial, and then you can go to app.mailboxverifier.com, You can go here and then you can come out to the plan section and then you can like upgrade. I already subscribed to the enterprise plan because it's really affordable compared to other platforms. Anyway, so yeah, let's say a software like this. So let's say this person is using cold email to get traffic. He's like cold emailing people saying that I built this platform, this is how it can help you, and he has like 200 inboxes. So he's sending around 1000 cold emails a day, and he got these inboxes from unlimitedinboxes.com because they give you like real Outlook inboxes for $0.06. So this is like 100 times cheaper than buying directly from Microsoft, and you can like get the first 100 for free as well. So let's say this person got it from that. He used lead contact info for finding emails because they give like unlimited emails and phones for just like $3.4 a day. Again, very affordable. Other platforms are much more expensive. And then he's using like +5 for sending emails. Like this is an affiliate link, by the way. It will make me some extra money if you want to support me. I don't really care like what you want to do. You can use this instantly, smartly. They're all the same. This is just cheaper and has more features, so I use it. And he's using like cold Twitter DMs as well, like sending 450 DMs a day using twitterdm.com. It's like a Twitter outreach automation platform. Again, it's like really affordable, so that's why I use it. So out of every 10 people who go on the landing page, like 4 of them get converted into a free trial, and then they try the product, and he makes like around $10 per visitor on average. So you can see we have like an opt-in rate of 41%. So like 4 people out of 10, like they convert into a sign up, and every single unique page view we get, we make around €10. So let's say he's doing that. Now let's say this person wants to add like $100,000 in new monthly recurring revenue. He just needs to get like 10,000 visitors on the page, because every visitor is making like $10 plus, and if he gets like 10,000 visitors on the page, he's going to make $100,000, which is like $100,000 in new monthly recurring revenue. So let's say he gets around like 10 visitors from 100, like 1,000 cold emails or DMs, which is again, what do you say, like a very conservative number, like sending 1,000 cold emails and only getting 10 people to visit your website. He just needs to send like 100,000 cold emails to get 10,000 new visitors, like a 10% click-through rate. 10% or 1%, like whatever the math is. I'm not really good at math. He's literally going to make $100,000 more. And all it would cost him to send like 100,000 cold emails is going to be like around $99 for inboxes, because here you get unlimited inboxes for $99. It's going to cost him around like $75 for email sending. I don't know what's the exact plan, but monthly billing, yeah, $77 a month, because here we can sell like 150,000 emails, so that's going to be fine. And it's going to cost them like $99 for leads from here, and for email cleaning it's going to cost them like $39. So his investment is going to be like $320 or something like that, like maybe 400-500 max, like somewhat around this. Like I just did the rough math, and the total return he would get based on maths, like these are real statistics which I've taken from my software funnels, he's going to make like $100,000 back, which means he's going to make $312 for every single dollar he invests into it. Like let that sink in for a second. Like if there was a stock where you were getting $312 out for every dollar you invest, would you not invest in the stock? And again, these are based on real numbers with a very conservative approach. Like getting 10 people on your website from 1,000 cold emails or DMs, it's not out of the world. It's not something crazy. And to put this, like the main point of this video, that's just the hack which I was speaking about, which is abused by people. Just increase the volume of marketing, especially if you're making decent money. Because if you're making decent money, you have product market fit and message market fit. Product market fit basically means like your product is what the market wants, so that means your sales process is kind of decent. And like message market fit means basically the way you're positioning your product is proper, so you're getting like enough leads and your marketing is working. And if you don't have product market fit or message market fit, you won't be making money. So if you're making money, that means you have product market fit and message market fit. So just increase the volume of marketing. Something is already working, just increase the volume of that chat. I've noticed this literally in all my people, like when I was speaking to them during the last 2 weeks of December last year, 2025. So that's like the holiday season, no one is buying, and these people were speaking with like so much of enthusiasm. They're like, bro, in the first quarter of like 2026, I'm going to be sending 100,000 emails a day. That's like what, 3 million emails a month. 100,000 emails every day. All my rich friends use just whatever it takes to build infrastructure, needed to market and spam their entire target audience. Sorry, tam with it. TAM basically means like total addressable market, means like all the people who can buy from you. So for example, like let's say there's a Calendly. It's a pretty simple example. Like Calendly.com, everyone knows what Calendly is. It's like a meeting booking software. So the total addressable market could be anyone who depends on getting like appointments. So marketing agencies like software companies or even in-person businesses who want people to like schedule out appointments with them. So they just like spam their entire market with it. They do whatever it takes to build out the infrastructure once. And then they just like spam and spam and spam. Even on poor metrics on sales, it works. Like 40% opt-in rate. This is not like this is not including people who enter their credit card. Like this is just people who enter their email and password to create an account with us. These are not really good metrics. Like I'm not a really good web developer. I don't have like a really good web design agency or a conversion rate optimizing agency. So these metrics are not really good, to be honest. We don't have really good sales. Like they're decent, maybe average, above average, but they're not like out of the world. So even with like poor metrics on sales, it still works if you just do like a massive volume of marketing. And like every single night I go on a podcast and I just like do it. So I launched a campaign yesterday. I'll try to see if I have it. So if I go over here, I think I'm in the correct workspace. Yeah, I launched this campaign yesterday and we just have like 0.9% reply rate. So that means like a very bad reply rate, to be honest, because it did not work really well. And this was like just a test campaign we ran for an e-commerce company. Again, not very good. Like 0.9% reply rate, not the best in this world. But like 144 people, because I sent out like so many emails yesterday, like how many? Like 16,000 emails yesterday. Like this is just the first email, like follow-ups have not been sent. We got 144 replies and 40% of them are like positive. So we have like 56 leads in one day. Like the metrics on this cold email campaign is absolutely terrible. Like 1% reply rate. This is fine, like positive reply rate. Like out of the total replies, how many are positive? But we got 56 leads. And at least, like, I don't know how many appointments I've scheduled out from this already. A lot of people still need to be replied to. Over here you can see. Like we have a lot of people to reply to. But easily we can book like 30% of them or 20% of them into a call. So that's like 10 appointments booked daily. And I literally like put out a tweet yesterday saying that, bro, I need a closer. Because we increased volume yesterday and we booked like way too many calls. Like, this is literally what I posted. Got some extra calls booked. I can't take one for 28 Feb. Like, yeah. Literally, I just told people, bro, I need more closers because we book more calls. Poor metrics. But because of the sheer amount of volume we're doing, it still works. Marketing saved me from situations so bad I don't even want to speak about them. Like, bro, last month was the best month in terms of revenue. And this month I went through so many problems. Like, I don't like speaking about problems. Because it does no benefit to me. Like, speaking about them won't improve my life. And it won't help you as well. And my only aim here is to just provide you guys a lot of value. But I went through really bad situations in the month of February. And this marketing saved me from these situations. Like, just spamming people. That's what you call like printing money on demand. And the same has been said by people like Alex Hormozi in his 100 million leads book. Like I was reading 100 million leads yesterday when I was sleeping on my Kindle. And this guy said the same thing, like getting leads consistently has saved me from situations. Like I remember like he used to do gym launch where basically he would go out to gyms and he would launch out gyms profitably and he would fill the gyms out with members and everything. So he did this gym launch thing for one gym, and then the gym like reached out to all the members and said like they're gonna provide them a 50% discount if they get their subscriptions refunded, because Alex was getting the money which they paid for the first month. And he got like hundreds and thousands of dollars, I think, in refund requests, and he had like no money to his name. And he took like debt from his credit card, spending like $3,500 a day on ads to market shit. So he got out of that situation just by marketing. And this is all I want to say. Just save money as fast as possible. Like as much money as you can. Reduce your expenses if needed. Like I moved back home this month because it was like a bad month, to be honest. and just put the money into building infrastructure for marketing. And I did exactly that. Now I have a surplus of cash. Now I can start traveling again. Like, I traveled a lot for the past 3-4 months, living in all the places across the world. But this month, not the best. So I come back to my home country. Anything and everything works. Like, all forms of marketing, I know they work. I personally don't know how to do paid ads or affiliates. I only know like outbound well, to be honest. And I'm average at content, maybe. Like, I just like document the shit. I don't have like a content strategy, but it does make me like a couple $1,000 via YouTube. But again, I don't depend on it. Like, for the last 3 weeks, I posted like 0 videos and I was fine. But I'm good at outbound, so that's what I can tell you. But paid ads, they work as well. Affiliates, they work as well. I just don't know how to do it. I'll always just put my money into outbound if I'm ever in a bad place. Because it's the easiest hack, like just spamming people, like increasing the volume of marketing. And all the people, 10x richer than me, abuse daily. So now, you might be wondering, okay, cool, I don't have money already. My offer is not validated by the market. Everyone says, like Charlie Morgan, my favorite YouTuber, says that you should only scale something which works, because if you try to scale a business with problems, you scale your problems. That's what Alex Hormozi says it as well, right? So you might be wondering, like, I need to validate my offer, and I was an idiot thinking like that. Let's take an example like before. So let's say there's a person B, and he's an agency owner making less than like $2,000 to $5,000 a month. So he has an offer which he stole from his favorite guru. Like, I see so many people just copying pasting Charlie Morgan's funnel, like especially like they go and they sell it in the local market. Like, I don't want to take names, but there are people who I know who have copied his exact course step by step. Like, they bought his course and just filmed the exact same videos, used the exact same resources in their own local language, and they sold it in the local market. And I even know some people who are doing it in the international market. So I can like destroy the business. And I literally reached out to them. I bought the same course from them, and I'm like, bro, like, don't these people fucking sue you? Like, you're selling like a rip-off course of that. And these people are rich, bro, like making $150,000 a month from this shit. And he's like, bro, he stole it from someone. So I can, anyways, most people just steal offers from their favorite gurus or the competitors. And they have like a VSL, like a video sales letter, which he recorded on like Loom or some shit. And most of them are fake testimonials, especially if it's like an Indian founder recording it. And like, I've seen clowns, like there's a Pakistani guy who buys software from me. Like, I don't want to like destroy the reputation, but uses like fake iMessage screenshots. And then there was like another guy I know who uses like fake videos, which are generated with AI for testimonials. Bro, like, AI is not that good at video generation. Everyone can tell those videos are fake. So yeah, like, that's the average guy with less than like $2,000, $5,000 a month in income via agency. Offer he stole from someone else, VSL full of fake shit. And he's just literally trying to book calls where nothing is working out. Or even if he is booking the calls are not converting, because he was like, bro, I'll steal like Charlie Morgan's sales script, which by the way Charlie Morgan stole from Sam Owens. Sam Owens had a course called Consulting Accelerator. He sold like almost like a decade ago, and Charlie Morgan stole that exact same script and he gives it to people, and people steal it from him. Anyways, this guy is basically running into one or both of these two issues, which I spoke about previously. So he has like no product market fit. He's selling something which people don't want, and if he's booking any calls, he's not able to convert like the people on calls into a customer, or he does not have any message market fit. So calls are not being booked because the messaging, like the way he's positioning his offer in comparison to all the other offers, because your agency, whatever you're selling, there are hundreds of people selling the same thing. So it comes down to how you position it. Like, calls are not being booked because the message is not resonating properly, because he used Claude to write his cold email copy. Hey Claude, I sell this service, write a cold email copy. Of course, if you build like a custom Claude project with a lot of like knowledge base, of course I know it can be good at cold email, but most people over here, they just tell it like, write a cold email script for this product. So yeah, either he has like zero product market fit or no message market fit, or both, which is mostly the case. Now, in order to fix both of these issues, he needs to test out different offers that people actually want. So different services or types, like front-end offers. So like, there's this company called B2B. I like the founder of this company a lot, like some Robinson guy. I don't remember. Yeah, this is the guy, like Tony Robinson, something like that. And like, he basically has a software where all the people who are visiting his website, he can find like the LinkedIn URL and then automatically send them like cold emails. So yeah, basically has a software, and he was speaking about how he generated like millions for Art B2B via just cold email. So if you're into agency, like, don't know what that would do, I don't think so it's going to be relevant. But he tested, like, I think 36 different variations of copy, of different ways of positioning it. So you have to, like, position your offer in a different way to see which one works. And there were, like, email scripts according to him and the guy who runs cold email for him, some guy called Taylor. And in some of the campaigns, they were sending like 25,000 emails to get one positive reply. And then there were campaigns where they were getting like one sign up on their website for just 250 emails sent, which is actually pretty good in like B2B enterprise software. So he tested out a bunch of shit. You have to test out different services as well. Like, you might need to add like a front end offer. For example, like, we tested a lot of different ways. Like, we basically help companies with booking calls on the calendar. We tested out different ways and we figured out like this is the best way of positioning our offer if we want to like get as much cold traffic as possible. And that's what we do. 5 qualified appointments with trusted prospects for free. So yeah, we just started testing out different things, and yeah, it required him like testing out variations and getting feedback. And we also had to like figure out ways of positioning his offer in marketing so people book calls, and the actual offer itself. Like, the way we can do is like just to make it like tangible. So firstly, we had to see like what exact thing we're selling, like what's the main offer we sell to people first, because we can't just say like, yeah, come and buy my $6,000 a month retainer. We have to have like a front end offers, which is something similar to this, where they cover the cost of tools maybe, and we book like 5 qualified appointments with trusted prospects for free. Once we had the offer figured out, once we knew people wanted this, then we had to figure out ways of positioning his offer in marketing so people book calls. That's it. So both of these required him testing out variations and getting feedback on his copy and offers. Again, you have to like just try out different things and get feedback on both the copy and the offer. Imagine like this testing process takes an average agency only like 6 months to figure out. Like, it takes him 6 months to see what is the correct way of positioning his offer and what is the thing which he should be selling. If this guy does 6x the amount of volume of marketing, like if he does the like whatever marketing the average agency guy does, if he does 6x the volume, he will book 6x the calls. Like, again, I'm not saying he's gonna be like 6 times better or something. Like, let's say an average agency owner books like 3 calls a week, or like let's say 5 calls a month, and in 6 months he's gonna book like 30 calls, and it takes him like 30 calls to figure this shit out. I'm not saying his metrics like call booking rate or something is gonna change. Let's say this guy is sending out 1,000 cold emails daily, so 30,000 cold emails are booking him like 5 calls. If he just sends out like 6x the amount of emails, like 6,000 emails daily, like 180,000 emails monthly, he's gonna book like 30 calls, and it's gonna work out well. Like, he's gonna get 6x the amount of calls booked. Nothing changed. There's the amount of input which he's putting into the system. Like, his system is shit. I'm not saying it's good. It's shit. But still, if we increase the volume of input and keep everything else the same, the output is gonna increase. He will figure out the correct message much faster because he gets feedback much faster because he's speaking to more people. When you speak to people, they're gonna tell you like what is wrong. When you book calls and you get them on a call, you're gonna see like the way you're positioning your offer is wrong. You're getting XYZ objection. He's gonna figure out the correct message and the offer because like much faster compared to other people because he's speaking to so many more people. And because he's getting feedbacks, he will book more calls faster. And more calls. Because he will act on the feedback, hopefully, like any normal, sane human being should be acting on the feedback they're getting when they're doing outbound or any form of marketing. And then he would like constantly iterate and improve. And then his metrics of appointment booking will increase. He's doing the same volume. So that means he's going to get like more from what he puts in, and he's going to get more calls on his calendar. He's going to record all of the calls using something like Fathom.video. I used to use this, like I don't take sales calls anymore, but I think this is what people use. I think it's pretty good. And he could use this to record the calls. Like Loom also has like call recording now, by the way. He could use it to record the calls, and he could then give AI the transcripts of these calls to figure out what he's doing wrong. He could connect like Claude with it, and he has so much of data, so the AI can actually give him like feedback. And he starts implementing this and makes money much faster. Like if AI is not working well for you, if you gave AI a prompt and it's not generating the output you want, it just does not have enough data. The place where LLMs and AI functions greatly is when you give it a lot of data and you ask it to like figure out patterns. And he implements all of this and he makes much money much faster. Because number one, he's booking more calls because he took feedback from marketing and implemented that, and he was getting feedback much faster because he was doing like a much higher volume of marketing. And this could just be like reels as well, like posting YouTube videos, not just like about outbound or ads. He could have like more ad spend, more variations of ads. He's gonna get like better returns from marketing, which means he's gonna book more calls, which means he's gonna be speaking to more qualified people, and they're gonna give him feedback, which he could implement and figure out the correct way of selling whatever he's selling, and then he makes money faster because his marketing is fixed and his sales is fixed. Marketing gets people interested in what he sells, and sales converts them. If someone has people interested in buying what they sell, and they have a proven process to convert these interested people into customers, is it impossible for him to not make money? I think so. It's impossible for him to not make money because people are interested and they're willing to pay him. And all it took was increasing the volume of marketing to book more calls so that eventually he could fix his offer too. The TLDR of this video is just market more. That's it. Just spam more people. If you've got any questions about anything, ask them in the comments. Happy to help you out. Have a lovely, awesome, fantastic day ahead. Take care. End up like this guy with a shitload of money. Bye.